The highly anticipated Ironheart series is here, starring the one and only Dominique Thorne as Ironheart. But did episodes 1 through 3 live up to the hype, or was it just simply a slow burn? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Lawrence Supporters to talk about all things Ironheart. Now, Riri Williams, we have not seen you, my friend, since literally Wakanda Forever. I'm so excited to talk about this series right here. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, like, and please do not forget to comment as we talk about all things Ironheart episodes 1 through 3. Now, for me, I gotta be honest, this was a slow burn, and I'm so glad that Disney Plus actually released all 3 episodes, because if they would have gave us episodes just episode 1, I think a lot of people would have been tuned off. Things really didn't get popping for the show, in my honest opinion, until episode 3. Episode 2 kind of led up with it, but episode 3 is when it really went down. That's when it personally pulled me into the series even more, right? And I gotta talk about Dominique Thorne. I really do believe that she is the best actress for this role right here. And I did not feel, I know a lot of people think, oh my gosh, she's replacing Iron Man. I didn't feel that right there. I felt like she was her own standalone person, right? We know what Iron Man can do. We know what Tony Stark can do. I feel like she was trying to find her own footing. Riri Williams, to me, I see her as a young woman trying to deal with this trauma, but also having a gift. And sometimes you make it say like a sort of a curse with having all this tech. You know what I'm saying? She's highly gifted, genius intellect level type of woman, right? And for her, she's trying to find her way in this world, but of course she gets caught up with these bad guys, the Hood and his crew, and you know, from there things kind of go up and down in her life, right? One of the things I love so much about Ironheart, aka Riri Williams, is that she doesn't necessarily have the tech and the money that Tony Stark has, so therefore she's trying to get it out the mud herself, and she still can do it even without the money, but even without the name, the fame, she's still gonna get it out the mud and build the suits and get the tech the right way. Even though she doesn't get entangled up with the Hood, we know that, but she's going to come to her senses, I believe, and figure out that she needs to be on typically the straight and narrow path, right? And because she's so smart, she has, you know, that intellectual type genius about her, and I truly believe, you know, Riri is going to get back right. We're going to see it later on, I'm pretty sure, in the next 3 episodes. I think that we're in a day and time, in a space and age where so many black women, for example, are getting into tech. They're getting into AI, you know? And I think that Riri, for a lot of them, can be a shining symbol because, you know, she does tech, she does AI. One of the major key elements that I love about this series so much is that they're blended in AI, tech, magic into one big pot of gumbo, which I think is pretty dope. Now, for me, as I stated before, this was a slow burn, but one of the characters that I really enjoyed was Anthony Romo's character, the Hood. I feel like he could have been a little bit more menacing, but he was kind of chill. We really didn't see him really get into his bag until episode 3, to be honest with you. Speaking of the Hood, you know, I really could have did away with his whole crew. I really didn't like this crew. They was kind of, I don't know, lame, kind of cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Like the crew, I really didn't care much for them. They was cracking lame jokes here and there. Again, I really just did not like that crew. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of people are waiting for that big reveal. If you've been watching Disney Plus series, you know the one character, that one meme that's been going around. I don't want to spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about. That's supposed to be coming. So I think that's a lot of reasons why people are tuned into Ironheart. Not just for that, but I'm saying that is a very big plot point that I believe will have a lot of people shook if that character does come. Again, no spoilers. Kudos to Marvel for this one right here. Now, you know, as I'm talking about most of the important characters, they really caught me off guard with this one right here. I did not see the entire situation with Obadiah Stane and Ezekiel Stane. I did not see that connection right there. But then when I finally put 2 and 2 together, I was like, oh, from Iron Man? Okay, now it's completely making sense to me. So they definitely caught me off guard with that. I caught that little Easter egg late, but I'm glad I did. I'm loving what they're doing with his character. We're going to see if him and Riri can continue to work together, or eventually will he potentially end up betraying Riri. So only time will tell in that situation right there. So that is my thoughts about Ironheart. a very slow burn. It really doesn't get popping until episode 3. We will see if it continues to pick up from there. I'm hoping for the best. Again, I like episode 3. Episode 1 was kind of like an introduction. Episode 2 was meh. But again, episode 3 was where it really went going from there. And like I said, I can only hope. I can only hope that things really pick up, because there wasn't even a whole lot of action in this series so far. Not a whole lot of fighting or nothing like that. Just a lot of monologues and backstories and origin stories. Getting a chance to meet Natalie, her AI partner in crime, her former friend. We know that unfortunately she died, and the stepfather, I believe it was the stepfather, he passed away as well. We saw that whole trauma sequence right there. But yeah, I'm loving the series so far. I just need to pick up. That's all I'm saying. I just need to pick up. That's my thoughts about Ironheart, y'all. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like. Don't forget, we will be reviewing episode 4, 5, and 6 as well of Ironheart. As always, thank you for tuning in to the Lawrence Report.